This video is rated T for Teen. Rebellious heroes who were taught to obey their masters and were forced to do some questionable things early on, only to realize right from wrong, have entered tonight's arena. We have Gunvolt, the Azure Striker, and Base, aka Forte. We start off with two rebellious heroes, but we only end up with one. Today, we find out who that is. Today, we rewind rumble. Gunvolt grew up as an orphan. In Gunvolt society, everything is run by the Samurai Group. The Samurai Group is a massive conglomerate that controls the media, power companies, military technology, space development, and national defense. This group is very power hungry, and morality is of no factor when it comes to gaining power and staying in power. Gunvolt himself was kidnapped by the Samurai Group, and they forced him into inhumane experiments. He was forced to create artificial adepts, which involved implementing human beings with the ability to manipulate and control electrical energy known as Azure Striker. Now, for every overpowering corporate oligarchy, there is a rebel group who opposes such opposition, and that resistance group is known as Quill. Quill rescued Gunvolt as he was once a member of their organization. As a free man, Gunvolt serves as a guardian for a little girl named Jewel. And of course, he also uses his superhuman abilities to save the world from the likes of the Samurai Group. Now you're probably wondering, what are these powers and how well can he use them? Well, I'm here to fill you in on that. And actually, calling Gunvolt's abilities superhuman might not be accurate in a sense that he's not exactly human. Technically, he's what's known as an adept. Adepts physically look like humans, but they hold a unique affinity with the seventh wave of the life wave, known as Septima. Gunvolt in specific has an affinity with the Azure Striker Septima. This grants him the ability to manipulate and generate electricity. But he's more than just a humanoid Pikachu because he also holds a pistol. His iconic pistol is known as the Dart Leader. Now this gun isn't designed to shoot with serious firepower. Its intent is actually to guide, magnetize, accelerate, and serve as a rod for Gunvolt's natural electric abilities. Some of his electric abilities include Flash Field, Pervasion, EP Recharge, Astrophere, and Lux Caliber. Flash Field is a burst of electricity that spherically launches in all directions. This electrocutes foes within a 2-meter radius. Pervasion allows him to neutralize incoming attacks in exchange for EP. EP Recharge is a self-explanatory recharge ability. Astrophere is an aerial lightning strike type of attack. And last but not least is his Lux Caliber. Much like the legendary Excalibur, this is a sword of mighty electric power. Gunvolt's greatest weaknesses include overheating and water, so maybe he is more like a Pokemon. If he is drenched in water at the waist or higher, he would suffer a temporary loss of power, and if he uses too much power in a short amount of time, this would force him to stall for time and recharge before he can use his electric abilities again, though this only lasts about 3 to 5 seconds. So before we talk about Base, I'm sure you guys are wondering why Gunvolt is even fighting Base instead of, the Blue Bomber Mega Man. And the clear reason is character archetype. Mega Man is the Boy Scout who was built to do good, never questioned his moral compass, and kept on keeping on. Base was built for evil, had to rebel against the evils around him, much like Gunvolt early on in his career. Okay viewers, it's time for an if-then statement. If Mega Man was created by Dr. Light and Base is essentially the anti-Mega Man, then you can very easily guess that Base was created by Dr. Wily. And if that is your guess, you're correct. Base was created based on research and data of you-know-who, the Blue Bomber. And the sole purpose of Base was to not only keep the music and tempo, but to surpass Mega Man in power. Base is fueled by, wait for it, Basenium. I'm not making this up, even though I wish I was. Basenium is an energy source that provides incredible power and excellent mobility. Using this energy source, Base has shown in several instances to possess the ability to release green or purple energy in the form of an aura, usually that suspends him in the air. So he's not like Lucario, who is always grounded. Actually, I take that back. Lucario can jump quite high for a Pokemon. This stuff also serves as a force behind his weaponry. Speaking of weaponry, Base is equipped with a Base Buster, Treble, Super Buster, Hyper Buster, Copied robot master weapons, a remarkable AI, so remarkable it has the cognitive ability to resist commands, as shown when he rebels against Wily and other robots. That's right, he's a computer who doesn't listen, just like my old printer. The Base Buster in many ways is like the Mega Buster. It can fire green bullets and charge shots. It has upgraded forms such as the Super Buster and Hyper Buster, which deal more damage and fire at faster and more efficient rates. With copied robot master weapons, Base can mimic the robot masters in a very similar way that Mega Boy can. I'm sorry, he's a man. Mega Man. A unique ability for Base would be the use of Treble. The Treble Boost is another adapter used by Base in his fight against Mega Man in Mega Man 8, not Mega Man 7, Mega Man 8. While using it, Base can fly and fire powerful charge shots and laser beams. In the games Mega Man and Base, not based off of Sonic and Knuckles, and Mega Man 10, Base can buy this item in the item shop, which allows him to fly for a limited time and fire longer, stronger shots in 3 directions instead of 1. As for weaknesses, unfortunately to Base's ego, he is not the strongest robot to ever live. He has lost battles to Mega Man before, and his own attitude can get in the way of making the best decisions. Fun fact, Base's favorite food is not bass. I know it's sad, but wait, is that a fun fact or a sad fact? Anyway, every good rock band needs a good bass player, and Base can certainly fill that role.
And now, let's get ready for the fight. This battle will take place on Earth, and remember, there is no prep time. Let the battle begin!
Hopefully you enjoyed that animation, and if you did, super special thanks to Team Animation Rewind, Chef Boy Armani. I'd also like to thank the Forgotten Fox and Vivi Ornitier for the research/notes. Thanks, and enjoy the post-analysis. Base basically wins, and uh-oh, this is another stomp. I know 2 stomp fights in a row is not the funnest thing, but we got a lot of close matchups coming soon. Now, here's an interesting thing to point out. If the stats of these characters were close, Gunvolt would have had enough hacks to manipulate himself a win. Like, this dude could have easily manipulated the wiring of Base's, circuitry. The problem is he's too slow, at least for Mega Man standards. Gunvolt's best speed feats put him at massively hypersonic, and if we're being nice, sub-relativistic, like he can react to his own electricity and in short-term bursts can travel along with it. But dude, that is not going to help you out when you're fighting a massively faster than light character. Base can very easily scale to Mega Man, who in Mega Man 5 was shown dodging attacks from Wily's cannons that were traveling the distance of an entire asteroid belt in 2 seconds. The average asteroid belt is roughly 150 million kilometers thick. For Mega Man to dodge these attacks, he would have to be going at least 250 times the speed of light. And this Base fella is no chum when it comes to power and durability. Once again, scaling to everyone's favorite blue character, not named Sonic the Hedgehog or Osmosis Jones. That's right, Mega Man defeated a foe that was designed with the power and force to destroy stars known as Sunstar. And even if Gunvolt was FTL, he would still be 200 250 times slower than base. And Gunvolt doesn't have anything close to star level in terms of feats. So yes, this fight is yet another stomp. I guess Gunvolt couldn't keep up with the bass of tonight's music, making the winner of this Rumble, Bass. The fish, that's right, not the character. Now, of course, there is a more fair way we could make this happen for our favorite subhuman anime-like Mega Man clone, but not technically a ripoff because it's the same developer. If you want to see a rematch between classic Mega Man from Mega Man 1, the weakest Mega Man, versus Gunvolt, all you gotta do is slap a like on this video. If this video reaches 5,000 likes, a rematch will be put into production. Don't forget to comment down your own ideas. Stay tuned as the next fighters are going to be revealed. On the next episode of Rewind Rumble.
くそったれー。勝負はこっからだ。本気で来い。オラの番だ。よっしゃ、行くぜ。お互い目いっぺいやろうぜ。
少しはできるようだな。